for the Office of Consumer Services?
Yes, this is Robert Moore of the Attorney General's office, representing the Office of Consumer Services. As the office's witness, we have Alex Ware.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Okay, the parties in the case have reached an agreement in this case through stipulation, which I believe you are all prepared to support today. And before I proceed, who just joined us, please?
This is Casey Coleman with the Division of Public Utilities.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Can the applicant please call your witness?
Yes, we would call Carl Searle.
I'm here.
Mr. Searle, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay, please proceed.
Please state your name, title, and business address for the record.
My name is Carl Searle. I'm the Vice President of Finance for UBT Communications, parent company of Uintah Basin.
Sorry, this is a court reporter. Could you turn your volume up, sir? I can't understand you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Carl Searle. I'm the Vice President of Finance for UBT Communications, the parent company of Uintah Basin of Electronic Telecommunications. Can you hear? Is that louder?
A little bit, yeah, it's okay.
And my business address is 211 East, 200 North, Roosevelt, Utah.
Mr. Searle, are you familiar with the action filed in this docket number 20262001, requesting that Uintah Basin Electronic Telecommunications LLC be designated as an eligible telecommunications carrier in Utah?
Yes.
And was the petition or the application prepared under your direction?
Yes, it was.
And did you file testimony in this docket?
Yes, I filed that on July 15th of 2020.
And if I were to ask you the same questions contained in the testimony that you pre-filed, would your answers today be the same?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point, I'd move for the admission of the direct testimony of Carl Searle into the record.
Do we have any objections from anybody? No? Okay, they're admitted.
Mr. Searle, are you familiar with the stipulation and settlement agreement that was executed in this docket?
Yes, I am.
And is all the information contained in the stipulation true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Do you and the company applicant support the stipulation and settlement agreement and wish for it to be entered into the record in this final order?
Yes, we do.
Your Honor, I would ask that the stipulation and stipulation be admitted into the record.
Okay, any objections from anyone? Hearing none, it is admitted.
Mr. Searle, do you have anything to add to the stipulation this morning?
No, the stipulation describes our service offering and our qualifications. I believe it speaks for itself.
Thank you. The stipulation has a fact sheet attached to it, which the company has agreed to make available for customers in Utah. That fact sheet answers questions about the services that your Lifeline customers will receive. Is that fact sheet currently available to the public?
Yes, as it says in the stipulation, we will make the fact sheet available to customers, prospective customers, and to the public. If the Commission grants our application so we can provide Lifeline service.
Okay, I have no further questions for this witness, but he's available for cross-examinations or questions from the Commission.
Mr. Jetter, do you have any questions for Mr. Searle?
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Mr. Moore, do you have any questions for Mr. Searle?
No questions, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Searle, I just have one question, a couple of questions, actually. In your testimony, I did not hear you say that you believed that the settlement stipulation is in the public interest. So I am asking you that question. Do you believe that the settlement stipulation is in the public interest?
Yes, as stated in our application, our application was made in the public interest, and so the stipulation continues that in the best interest of the public.
Okay, and then the stipulation itself, subsection G, I think it's paragraph 12, subsection G. One of the conditions is that if UBET intends to expand the area in which it offers Lifeline services in Utah, it will timely file a notice with the Commission, DPU, and OCS identifying and requesting approval for the expanded service area. I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. Is UBET not asking for to serve the entire state of Utah in this case? And so if so, I was just wondering about that specific provision. Why would you need to expand the area further?
I don't know that there is room to expand within the state of Utah. I agree with your observation on that.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that my understanding was correct. I believe that to be the case, but I just wanted to make sure.
I believe you are correct.
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't have any other questions, Ms. Lawson.
I don't have any other questions or for the witness either. To address that issue in the stipulation, I think probably it was to be honest with you, a holdover from a previous stipulation. Okay, thank you. I'm okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood everything correctly. That stood out to me, so I wanted to clarify. Thank you. It's fine. Appreciate it.
I know it is. Yep. Okay, let's go with the Division of Public Utilities, Mr. Jetter.
Thank you. The division would like to call and have sworn in Casey Coleman as its witness this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Coleman.
Good morning.
Do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay, please proceed, Jetter.
Thank you. Mr. Coleman, would you please state your name, and if you wouldn't mind, please spell out your last name for the court reporter.
Sure. My name's Casey Coleman, and that's Coleman.
Thank you. And would you also state your occupation for the record?
Yes, I'm a utility technical consultant for the Division of Public Utilities.
Thank you. And in the course of your employment with the division, have you had the opportunity to review the petition filed by Uintah Basin, as well as the stipulation agreement in this docket?
Yes.
And do you believe that approval of the stipulated settlement agreement by the Commission would be just and reasonable and in the public interest?
Yes.
Are you aware of any opposition to the approval of this action?
No, I'm not.
Thank you. I have no further questions. Mr. Coleman is available for questions from the Commission and cross from other parties.
Thank you, Mr. Jetter. Ms. Lawson, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Mr. Moore, do you have any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Okay, and I don't have any questions for Mr. Coleman. Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
You're welcome.
Mr. Moore, do you want to call your witness?
Yes, thank you. The Office of Consumer Services calls Alex Ware to the stand and asks that he be sworn.
Mr. Ware, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Could you please state your name, your business address, and how you are employed?
Yes, my name is Alex Ware. My business address is 160 East, 300 South, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm a utility analyst for the Office of Consumer Services.
In your capacity as utility analyst for the OCS, have you reviewed the application and testimony in this docket 220-2620-01?
Yes, I have.
Have you reviewed and did you participate in the negotiations of the settlement stipulation that is the subject of this hearing?
Yes.
Are you aware of any opposition to the settlement stipulation?
No, I'm not.
In your opinion, is the settlement stipulation just and reasonable in result and in the public interest?
Yes.
Have you prepared a statement summarizing the OCS position on the settlement?
Yes.
Please proceed.
Uintah Basin Electronic Telecommunications has petitioned in this case to be designated as an eligible telecommunications carrier in the state of Utah, as well as participate in the Utah Universal Service Fund with a Lifeline program offering. UBET's Utah Lifeline program offering of unlimited nationwide talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data exceeds the minimum requirements for a wireless telecommunication provider to receive Utah Universal Service funds for a Lifeline program. The office believes that the stipulation before the Commission is just and reasonable in result and in the public interest and recommends that the Commission approve it. That's the end of my statement.
Mr. Ware is available for cross and questions from the Commission.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Ms. Slauson, do you have any questions for Mr. Ware?
No questions for Mr. Ware. Thank you.
Mr. Jetter, any questions for Mr. Ware?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any. I apologize.
Sorry.
I don't have any questions for Mr. Ware either.
The OCS is
Thank you, Mr. Ware. Okay, thank you, Mr. Moore. Okay. Anything else from anyone?
Nothing from the applicant.
And nothing
Ms.
further from the
Lawson.
division.
Nothing further from the OCS.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, for your testimony and for your time this morning. I will be issuing an order soon. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay safe,